Watch this story to the end and know who you keep as your friend. Never you trust anyone. Laura and Benita were childhood friends who grew up together in one of the eastern part of Nigeria. They shared the same memory and vision together, having a strong bond within themselves. Both friends attended the same primary and secondary school together and still maintained their friendship. Whenever you look for Laura and didn't see her in her father's compound, she must definitely be at Benita's family house. Same with Benita, she must be at Laura's family house whenever they look for her. But things fall apart between Laura and Benita when Kenneth, a handsome and ambitious man, came to seek for Laura's hand in marriage. Kenneth was exactly every single lady's dream man. So handsome, spiritual, hard-working, and the rest. Immediately he came across Laura, he knew she was the perfect person made for him. Their dating journey was full of love and care, but Benita was not happy for her best friend Laura. She became so angry and jealous why Laura would be so lucky to have such a perfect man like Kenneth instead of her. She did all her best to end their relationship before they will get married by advising Benita that Kenneth was not good enough for her, but all her effort proved abortive. Look, Benita, this young man Kenneth is just pretending to be the best and perfect man for you. He might change once he wins your heart. You have to end it now and get up from slumber, Benita said, trying to convince Laura's. But Laura told her that she is ready to spend her entire life with Kenneth, countering her opinion. Benita got so angry and didn't know what else to do. Deep inside her, she was very angry and jealous about Kenneth and Laura's relationship. The day Laura and Kenneth got married, Benita nearly committed suicide out of jealousy, but managed to pretend as if she was happy for her best friend that very day. Laura made her the chief bridesmaid on her wedding day because of their relationship, but beneath Benita's heart, she was so angry and bittered that Laura was finally getting married to Kenneth. After the wedding, Benita made up her mind to end the marriage by all means. She started conspiring against her friend, lying to Kenneth how his newly wife was a public girl before she married her, just to destroy their marriage. And whenever Laura and her husband has any small misunderstanding in their marriage, Benita would stand and support Kenneth in other to get his attention, leaving her best friend behind. Even when Laura was finding it difficult to conceive, Benita also lied to Kenneth her wife did several abortions when she was still not yet married, and that is the repercussion of her not conceiving. She was doing all her best to seduce Kenneth into marrying her. But the couple would always find ways to resolve their issues and continue their marriage. Finally, Laura conceived and became pregnant. She was so happy that after all her years of waiting, she's finally about to become a mother. Out of joy, she decided to share the good news with her childhood friend Benita, without knowing that Benita was the weapon fashioned against her. When Benita had the good news, her jealousy increased, and she had no other option than to eliminate her best friend Laura, so that she would have her way with Kenneth. The next day, after hearing the pregnancy news, Benita invited Laura to her house to celebrate her for her pregnancy. Laura, not knowing that Benita planned evil for her, went to her house thinking it was just a friendship invitation. When Laura came to her house, Benita poisoned the food she gave to her. Laura ate the food with her free mind, without knowing that the food she ate was poisoned. That very day, Laura got home and all of a sudden she became seriously sick, and the next day, she gave up to a ghost with her pregnancy. It was a very sad news in the whole city, but no one ever suspected Benita to be the person behind Laura's death. People were even consoling her for the loss of her best and childhood friend without knowing she was the one that killed Laura. Benita was always consoling Kenneth for Laura's death. Kenneth saw her attitude as just being by his side in his difficult time, without knowing that Benita's intention was just to seduce him into marrying her. As days turned into weeks, Kenneth's relationship with Benita became stronger, and after 2 years of Laura's death, Kenneth and Benita tied the knot. They both got married, and Benita saw their marriage as a dream come true, without knowing that the marriage would be the beginning of her nightmare. Benita got pregnant and gave birth to triplets, but to everyone's greatest surprise, the triplets were all imbeciles. Kenneth still continued the marriage with the belief that if it was the will of God for him to marry Benita, that she will definitely give birth to a normal child. When Benita became pregnant again, they took care of her very well to avoid giving birth to abnormal children again. She even went for scan and the doctor confirmed that she was happy twin babies again, and they are both healthy and sound. But on the delivery day, she gave birth to another set of imbeciles. Now having 5 imbeciles in the space of 3 years. Kenneth became so confused and in other to find out what is behind his wife giving birth to imbecile children, he confided on his church pastor, who told him that his current wife, being Benita, is behind his late wife's death. And that is the reason why she can never give birth to a normal child. That since she killed a pregnant woman, she can never enjoy her motherhood. When Kenneth came back, with anger he confronted Benita, who finally confessed to him that she poisoned Laura out of jealousy just to marry him. That very day, Kenneth sent Benita out of his house and warned her never to come close to him again. The news went viral, spreading like a wildfire, and people started mocking and discriminating Benita in public. As time goes on, she could no longer contain with the insult and humiliation she was facing in the entire city, and then she decided to take her own life. Benita later committed suicide and died. Please don't take action out of jealousy, always wait for your own time. Every human being has his or her own time, and when is your time, definitely you must smile. Jealousy kills.